to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it, and to institute new government.
And this is Because Liberty with Curtis Hart.
And Chris Bornstein.
And we are in, as you can most likely tell, a legit studio. We're no longer broadcasting out of Chris's, basically his garage. And we are in, what's the name of this studio?
The Business Forum Show.
Studios. And in the studio we have the owner of the Business Forum Show Studios and host of the Business Forum Show, Kevin Hunter. And we also have Ryan Painterman and Bill Josh. And so, first of all, I'd like to say, May the 4th be with you. It is Star Wars Day. That's right. My son is at home watching Star Wars Episode 7 right now. He loves that movie. Star Wars is one of the first words that he was saying. It was the first thing that he could read. He saw it one day in his office. They're pointing at it saying Star Wars. So, how you doing, Chris?
Doing pretty good, Chris.
What is new with Chris?
Not much. It's, baseball season. I got 2 kids in baseball. At the ballpark like 4 days a week. So, plus I've been on 12-day vacation. Which is kind of nice.
You're always at the ballpark. Every time I ask you what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, we have, 4 games a week. 3 kids, or 2 kids doing that. And then finally one is out of traffic safety. Watch out. He'll have his driver's license in August.
Chris is not on?
Yeah. That's picking me up. I didn't think I would have to use my battle voice. I didn't think I would have to use my battle voice in the studio. At the house, yeah, we have to do that.
So, hey, how are you, Kevin?
I'm doing fantastic, and thanks for having me on with you guys tonight.
Well, thank you very much for providing this tremendous opportunity for us to use our studio and up our sound quality by 10,000%.
Absolutely.
Well, this is just excellent. And it's excellent what you're doing for the community, offering your services for free.
I'd like to share something with you guys real quick, because for the benefit of people in the listening audience out there, I filed First in Social Media and published a video that a lot of people have seen, The Future of Cowlitz County. Very a week ago on Friday, I was contacted by the Daily News later in the day, and interestingly enough, when you look at how the data that everybody used to get their information and news from, which is the paper, pretty much anybody in the community who's in touch already knew by the time the paper called me at 12 o'clock in the evening to say, hey, I just have some questions for you. But interestingly enough, one of the questions that he said is that, it says here in your announcement that you're not filed as a Republican or Democrat, you're filed independent. And then what was confusing to him is that I had stated that I am refusing any endorsements from any political parties or organizations. And he said, so who are you aligning yourself with? And I thought how interesting that is, because you can find the confusion on the other end of the phone. And I told him, birders. I'm aligning myself with birders.
That's excellent.
What a sad day it is when it causes confusion when somebody runs for office and aligns themselves with birders. Right. You don't have that. Yeah, we can't have that.
Oh, it's okay. You never have to be a Republican or a Democrat.
Well, what do you have to say you don't have to? So, I think I read that you are now the Citizens Commissioner. Citizen Commissioner, yes, Citizen Commissioner. And that's why I named my website that, too, because I wanted people to know who I was running to represent. The position that we currently have, obviously described as county commissioner, and I don't even think the commissioners are actually for the county, but they're certainly for government and the trappings of government. And I wanted people to understand that I'm running based on the foundation of citizens.
I think we're going to back up for a second, because some of the listeners that are listening to actually may not know but you're really kind of a candidate for Commissioner in Cowlitz County. Commissioner Bruce Rayburn. District 2. Sir. yeah, this is because of the way, if you got a chance to reach the video. The video is a good great. The best weather radius the video. Educating what people is a gym. Or pretty scary. And so, well, in the first photo I made, we're just running off the speaker audio app. And I didn't cancel the radio station. Anything, so they didn't have it's the radio thing in there. So if you want to listen to whatever music is on my computer, you want to go ahead and do that stuff, but I don't think I'm just streaming the show on the radio station. I'm just using the speaker. So, the listeners on the video, as opposed to the radio live, is just basically zero. So these are the cut my losses and worries of the bad people I'm living in my food. It's because people don't want to be told what to listen to, when to listen to it, but when to listen to it now. And so, that's where we just go, I guess, it's the way to go. I'm going to go to it, it's a bill. I don't know what I'm going to between it to do that. I'm going to pretend like it's a good idea. And what they just said is, he said, unless you're a socialist. And, no, I don't think they're having somebody telling you what to do.
Okay, so why don't you talk about, you saw the TDN article yesterday about you throwing your hat in the ring with the commissioner's race. Talk about that.
Yes, we have two candidates for council. These are really choices for the people around. Oh, as far as my $37 Facebook bill was for teaching the paid nursing was on the patient spread citizens thing. I've been trained. I can't figure it out. $37 man. Talk about comparing somebody that I was running. Okay, the justice as a fact, I don't know what that story is. So, as soon as I found out I decided to announce my candidacy to run for case commissioner, and I was really made feel, it seems like most of the things that community trainers learn, anything about a community commission meeting, and city council meetings for that matter, they always do the same thing like the state. Train the community plants. I just raised them money and food anyway, and that's kind of life. It takes more than learning risk and getting at the pressures to make the changes that I say about, to make us have a better community. To make those decisions, you gotta be the man. Like, so, to be the man, you have to be the man to do that. You can't just sit around and wait for a good candidate. And hope that somebody will. And then I was able to be a person, and I understand businesses. So I decided to run for office.
One of the things I've always said is that when you send someone to office, you have to send them in pairs. Because you have to send two kinds that can support each other. So this is kind of like the perfect example of really good stuff. And so obviously, you guys are both candidates for county commission. Separate districts. Obviously, you guys have spent some time talking to each other. But maybe you guys think you can work together with the team. If you guys were both elected, would you guys think you would make pretty good together? Secondly, I mean, when I worked with the existing commissioner, sitting there, I've also had a bit of a conversation with him too, because knowing him, the only individual that won up for election this year, it was really important to me that the things that need to be done in the county actually could. We'll have a three-commissioner panel. If you don't have at least two votes on various issues, really nothing gets done. And so I had a fairly lengthy conversation with the existing commissioner, just talking about various issues that were going on there, and I'll tell you what, that will see a very different county in the next 4 years, with not only the support that's already there, but with what new people can bring to the table. As being libertarian president of County, constantly for the last 2 years using social media to support people worrying about in politics, education out there. So this is exciting to see good candidates. And I know that you guys have some appearance in these races, and I know people are high. All of these are good candidates. And so I'm saying that that's Dennis Weber. And the other gentleman who's in the race, and anybody else who people into the races now, there are people in the cars to get established with the autograph. Right. That's what you're saying. And I don't have anything against anybody else. I would love to support that if people jump in. That's what I'm saying. The idea is that we have good candidates right now that would do better than who we have right now. At least at least one of the people. The candidates are always there around them, and I'm very happy with the choices the Cowlitz County.
One of the things I mentioned when I went to race portion meeting before class, I was talking to her from my this quarter economic class. No, we went to the festival, Tuesday. Okay. And he spoke about the need to have some of the meetings we have in the evening. Right. I just don't know when somebody that's making $75,000 and I go along with $400 a month. Is that what it is? However much it is. And where am I going? The city's had a bad meeting, I should have thought I was going to show up. It just seems really ignorant that when we're having these public meetings and we're expecting the public to show up, and we're voting on things like how to tax these people. Most of the people that pay these taxes and in fact work because that's when the work time is. And the response was that we would have seen that as either during not getting issues.
I'm going to have to say, going to meetings over the last 2 years, especially at the county level, I really don't want input from the citizens. They really get it. They don't really use it. Most of them come out, with a whole bunch of people.
I think look at it from when you're down in spoke in a communication meeting.
They look at you like you don't have any clue, or they use terms like we're looking at the bigger picture, implying you aren't smart enough to understand what's going on around you. And when I had one of our local commissioners use that analogy against me, I was like, you know what? I was instantly angry because I understand what the bigger picture is, and they just don't think that citizens are informed enough. And to be honest, they aren't. Our citizens, they don't want to be involved in politics. They think it's ugly, and we have to try to get that out of here. We got to start attracting those millennials and get on so that they actually care about the future. Not just about stuff like free things. What's interesting about what you just said is that the commission really isn't interested in hearing feedback from people in the public. I think it's beyond that because people would say, well, Chris, that's your opinion, and that's not really true. But the commission is not listening to people in the public, and then the feedback they give actually even been inaccurate, and in some cases I have a documented, established, already lie that came to me from the commission of that running. Yes, I actually played a part in my consideration for running for commission. And way back up during last March, and you remember the amount of people was going around the enforcement officer looking at, hiring, posting the job and hiring for this position. Wasn't it like $100,000 a year or something? The actual position, I believe, was around 60, 65. Regardless, on that point, of that, that the hiring an enforcement officer was basically an enforcement cop, and this individual is going to go out and harass people. And everybody has their opinions on these kind of issues, and I said, I'm going to send an email into the commissioners, and I copied all three of them on it, and I'll ask for their feedback, because in fairness, I just wanted to hear the other side of the issue. And the individual who responded back to me was Dennis Weber. And I got an email back from him saying that essentially this